My coworker took credit for my project in front of the entire board. I sat quietly. Then the CEO asked one question only I could answer. He said I 14 times in 11 minutes. I counted. I had nothing else to do. I was sitting against the wall, not at the table, watching Ryan Caldwell present 62 slides I had built. 8 months of my work, my models, my late nights, his name on all of it. Ryan joined Hartwell Capital in January, Wharton MBA, perfect hair, remembered everyone's name on day one. Smart guy, great in a room. He just couldn't build what I build. I'm Vivian Park, senior financial analyst, applied math degree, Emory MBA, and one of those faces that people in expensive suits consistently underestimate. I stopped being bothered by that. I started using it. The project was a massive healthcare acquisition. 8 months of brutal analytical work, real work, messy data, hidden accounting problems buried 3 layers deep. I found all of it. Ryan's job was to manage the relationship, talk to the client, shake hands in Nashville. Mine was to build the model that told the room what it was actually buying. Normal structure, no problem. The problem started in April. Internal meeting. Ryan describing my methodology. I approached it this way. I determined the revenue recognition issue. I cut in, calm as stone. The methodology in section 3. That's about 6 weeks of my work. Happy to walk through it. Frank, our managing director, looked up. Save it for the full presentation. Meeting moved on. I told myself it was sloppy language. Then in May, Ryan forwarded my sensitivity analysis to the executive team. Subject line, Ryan's updated sensitivity analysis. My document, my numbers, his name. I went to him directly. Attribution needs to be clear when work goes upward. He smiled that compass needle smile. You're a key part of this, Vivian. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. They didn't. I started keeping records. Every model I sent. Version stamped in the footer. Prepared by V Park, 8-point font. Easy to miss. Every email forwarded to my personal account. External timestamp. Undeniable. I'm a data person. I document things. In August, Ryan sent a calendar invite for the board presentation. His name, presenting analyst. Mine, not there. I emailed Frank, asked about my role. 12 hours later, Ryan will be leading. Your work will be represented throughout. I stared at that email for a long time. Then I forwarded it to myself. My sister Jenny is a civil litigator. She doesn't soften things. Go to the presentation, sit in that room, know everything, and wait. Wait for what? For the moment, his version of the story doesn't match the real story. Because it won't. He doesn't know what you know. October 14th, 14th floor boardroom. 12 chairs. 1 long table. Ryan stood at the front, clicker in hand, smooth as polished glass. I sat against the wall. He was good. Genuinely good. Confident. Structured. Polished. He'd watched me build this for 8 months. That's almost the same as knowing it. Almost. 40 minutes in, he hit the valuation slides. My DCF. My physician compensation model. My 47-tab submodel that took 3 sleepless nights in August. The board asked questions. Ryan handled them. Then Eleanor Marsh leaned forward. CEO. 17 years building one of the most respected firms in the Southeast. She listened more than she spoke. And when she spoke, the room changed temperature. She looked directly at Ryan. Walk me through the consolidation adjustment on the intercompany transactions. How you handled the elimination entries. And why you chose this methodology over the alternative. Silence. Ryan looked at the slide. The consolidation methodology was, we approached it by more silence. Eleanor waited. She was excellent at waiting. 31 seconds. I timed it later on the recording. Ryan said, I'd want to give you the precise rationale rather than paraphrase. Can we circle back? Eleanor looked at him for one long moment. Then she turned her head, looked straight at me. Vivian, you want to take that one? I moved to the table. Ryan stayed standing for 2 seconds. That small, horrible moment. Then sat down. I connected my laptop to the room display, pulled up slide 41, and walked Eleanor through every assumption, every adjustment, every reason the alternative approach would have overstated revenue by $4.2 million annually. 11 minutes. 4 follow-up questions from Eleanor. 2 more from the former Fortune 500 CFO. I answered every single one. When I finished, Eleanor looked at Ryan. Did you work through this with Vivian directly, or did she develop this independently? Ryan said, it was a collaborative process. Eleanor said, I see. 2 words. The weight of a verdict. As the room cleared, she touched my arm. Can you stay a few minutes? Ryan left without looking at me, and I had 42 attachments ready to send. Full story on the channel linked below.